Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Ronin. Ronin is a Japanese word which refers to a masterless samurai dating back to the feudal society of Japan, 12th to 19th centuries. A samurai in Japan's feudal structure would be somewhat equivalent to the knights of medieval Europe. In other words, they were honorable military men who, at the service of the nobility, held higher positions in the class ranks of feudal societies. In Japan, a Ronin referred to samurai without a master or overlord due to either death of the master or because, for some reason, he lost his privileges or position with his master, or perhaps the samurai simply went rogue. The term Ronin translates to wave man in reference to the samurai state of floating or drifting in society without master and home. By the way, we should mention, the term Ronin was not exactly an honorable one for the holder. It was generally considered one of shame since a masterless samurai was expected to perform a ritualistic suicide rather than choose life without his feudal lord. During the 200-plus years of Japan's Edo period, 1603 to 1868, Ronins became a lot more commonplace due to the overly strict and prohibitive class rules placed on samurais. Remember James Clavell's 1975 novel, Shogun? With more Ronins and a more restrictive society, they eventually developed an even more disgracefully dangerous reputation as their engagement in gang-style criminal activity increased. In some ways, it's hard to blame them. Ronins were basically society rejects with no other choice but to create their own identities and destinies. They basically had to roll with the waves. Personality of the boy named Ronan. The number 7 personality is deeply mystical and highly in tune with their spirituality. They operate on a different wavelength than the average Joe. Spending time alone comes easily to 7s, as it gives them time to contemplate philosophical, religious, and spiritual ideas in an effort to find real truth. 7s are wise, but often exude mystery as if they are tapped into something the rest of us don't understand. They love the outdoors and are fed by nature. 7s are constantly seeking to understand human nature, our place in the universe, and the mystery of life in general. This makes them quite artistic and poetic, but they are also keen observers with high intellect, so they are equally scientific-minded. 7s are charitable and care deeply about the human condition. Popularity of the boy named Ronan. Ronin is a pretty new name coinage in America. We think it may have been a clever creation among enthusiastic video gamers, Way of the Samurai. Ronin is still a rarely used name, and we venture to guess that the average American is unaware of his Japanese roots. We would definitely have to give this one high marks for originality and interest. We secretly like the rebellious nature of this name and find the waveman etymology uniquely cool. It should be noted, however, that while the two names sound near identical, Ronan is actually an Irish-Gaelic, Celtic, name that means little seal. We do have a water theme going on with the two names, but they definitely come from two entirely different places. You should be aware of that difference when you decide if you like Ronan with an A or Ronan with an I. Quick facts on Ronan. Gender, boy. Origin, American. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 773. Pronunciation, Ronin. Simple meaning, wave man. Characteristics of Ronin. Mystical, intuitive, philosophical, imaginative, eccentric, wise, solitary. Cultural references,